This is going to be some of the least impactful high version cards you're ever going to see, but we're going to push with Monroe Brewer and no other dwarves. Because I think we can do it. Which is why. Like, we want to force out Svala and stuff. I think we can just 2-0 him. I might be being too greedy here, but I don't see how he's going to have enough coins for his Svala. And then King of Beggars won't come out. Yeah, he can't Svala tribute. And we have, like, 17 more points. Plus, we can do this. Brewer will boost himself by 1 more. I think we... Yeah, we shouldn't... He shouldn't be able to get enough points to win this. He shouldn't be able to get enough points here. There's no way he's running Ornate Sensor. So... Today I want to take a look at Dwarves. I know it's a deck we've done before, and the reason why is because with the change to Aerondight, there's not really many decks that run it anymore, and Dwarves is one of them. So I kind of want to showcase a deck where Aerondight's still really good, and that it's actually still a good card. But I think most of you know that. And also, Dwarves is a fun deck. I like playing Dwarves. It's pretty flexible nowadays, which is interesting. So, Mahakam Forge, Tactical Advantage. You could run Crystal Skull if you want. I like Advantage better. We have the Zoltan Warrior. It's not very... Well, let's play out. We'll go this way. We're playing the 5 Zoltan version. Well, the 5 Zoltan's Company spawn version. We spawn 5 guys off of this. So Zoltan's Warrior, we have Zoltan Shive, and Zoltan... where's the other Zoltan? Scoundrel. So we have those guys. Warrior's an amazing card, by the way, in general. Really appreciate how good this is. You could get the 6 damage and potentially spawns... Potentially is a 17 on the turn you play him. That's really big. We got Monroe to transforms, Brewer, Justice. Justice I like. Aerondight, Royal Decree, Roach, and Knickers. The Roach and Knickers aren't here for tempo with the Royal Decree. They're also really nice in Dwarves in general, because what you want to do is always basically have round control. So if you want to go for a Zoltan's Company plus Brewer round, you have the option of doing it. And if you go for a longer round, you can do that too. So it's really nice to have this extra tempo round 1. Then we've got the carryover from Zoltan Shiva. We're not running Gabor. You could run Gabor if you want to, instead of maybe a Roach. If you want to go for less of the Aerondight approach, you could like take out Aerondight, Roach, Knickers for more Dwarves, because there are several good Dwarves. But this version isn't running them, because I like the Aerondight version, because Aerondight adds a lot to the deck. I'll probably just want Dwarf. But yeah, if you look at the other ones, you could run Yarpen, you could run Fegus, and you could run Gabor, and also you could run Xavier and Dennis. We're not going for the armor version of Dwarves. So no Dennis, no Giant Slayer, and no Marauder. Which one is it? Somewhere around here. Yeah, Marauder. We're not going for that version with the armor. You could, but I think this version is just on better for me. So those are all options. If you want to, you could fit in the armor stuff instead of the Roach, Aerondight, and Knickers. You could go with the Dennis and then the Marauders, and maybe something to give you armor in addition to the Chariot. So just something to think about if you want to try that out. But this is the version we'll be running today. And we have the Decree for consistency. Like I said, this could also be Ownermancy if you want to have access to Aerondight. If you're really to cut provisions somewhere, you could do that. Probably from cutting Roach. And moving on, we have Company. We're going to play this for 5 Dwarves. Really good, obviously. And then we've got Barclay, Mahakam Volunteers. This is for combination with the Novigrad Justice. Also really helpful getting a bunch of Dwarves out if you're going to end up playing Brewer. Got the Dwarven Chariot. And then I'm running 3 tech cards. There's 3 4 provision slots here. These could be whatever. I am going with currently 1 Spores, 1 Peller, 1 Squirrel. It's not the most consistent setup, but you do have access to a bunch of stuff. And the Squirrel Peller you can get with Decree if you need them. Spores is in here kind of as a big reset card. And then we do have the Guard and Skirmisher. Now, there is one other card I want to mention before we get to some games here, and that is Ornate Sensor, something you often see in Dwarf decks. I'm not the biggest fan of Ornate Sensor. You could run it. You do have a 1 power card in Dwarven Skirmisher, and the Rowdy Dwarf tokens are 2s. I'm just not a big fan of the card in general. So yeah, this is the deck. I mentioned a couple options you could do with it. Let's go try it out. Just see how well it does. Getting started here, then appropriately we have the Dwarf loading screen. Do appreciate that one. Lazaros 99. You'll notice we're still not pro rank, because we've been fooling around too much with Triss Viper decks. Which, if I ever get that to work, I'll make a video on it, but it's not doing so well. We'll start actually trying to ladder a little bit here. Don't want Roach in our hand, and going second, we obviously prefer going first, because we are running an Aerondight deck. We can work with this. Jackpot's probably going to be poisons. We do have the 1 Peller, which is useful. Very useful. But we probably can't remove a lot of poison. So we do want to make sure we don't... Well, we don't want to let him go to round 3 with round control, because we don't have really a good way to stop Defender into Roland into Salamander. We don't have a good answer to that. So we don't want him to have a control of round 3. That being said, he is going to have a lot of value here with these engines. It's 2 points a turn. That is a lot. Maybe we just open Novradian Justice. I'd like to play Zoltan. Let's go here. Let's get Monroe. Let's just do the transform. We need a tempo card, so we're going to either can't talk, sorry about that. We're either going to play our Justice here, we're going to play Monroe. We need one of these cards to take the round. Or Zoltan Warrior, and really want to save, if possible, the Justice. Well, Justice we want to thin with, but it might be worth saving to play with Broover in an upcoming round to help get like a long round set up, because we need a lot of stuff. Our Zoltan Warrior. This is a really big commitment considering what he's done so far, but I want something else to transform with Monroe, and we definitely want to make sure we have round control. He's got so many engines here. Oh, nice. We killed off the guy. Gellert. That was pretty convenient. But yeah, he's getting 4 points a turn, so we don't want to play low tempo too much because he might get round control, and that would be bad. And we do have a lot of good cards left, so it's not like we're throwing away all of our good cards. Okay, there's a poison. I think we Peller that. Okay, we might waste a bunch of damage here on the Flying Redanian if we're unlucky. I think we Peller this poison. Peller's not great for moving Defender because you can spawn the 2 guys. So I'd rather use it on this and try and keep getting the engine value from the armor. Sounds good to me. We do have to watch out for a Philippa. Part of why we didn't play Zoltan Shiva yet. We play Zoltan, then guess who's pretty good for him. It's a lot of points. Catching up, actually. Maybe we do play Zoltan. The thing with Zoltan is it lets him, if he's running Philippa, sees the carryover. But we don't have another great card. We could go with the guard at the end. He's gonna poison that. Like, it's probably gonna die. The Zoltan. But we do want to play it. Okay, we do get the carryover. That's really nice. It's going to keep the poison on it, unfortunately, so it's going to be easier for him to kill. But we do have the carryover. So we do have our round control. And that means we can go right into the Novradian Justice here. So we want to draw Broover. If we draw Broover, our hand's actually really good, because we'll end up with a bunch of Dwarves. Squirrel and Spores, good tech cards, not the cards I want. This could be really good for Roland, so we'll hold on to it. And we don't need Broover. Okay, we'll look for him. That's a bit unfortunate. Really hope we can get that off of Justice. This is what happens if you don't play Justice round 1. You can end up with stuff like this. But it's fine. Justice is still really good on something like Mahakam Guard. It's not dead if you get the Marauders in your hand. It still tutors out a nice card. We have our row. Knickers deciding to show up right now and in that row. Probably a little surprised to this guy. Our Aerondight is actually going to be pretty big. Without access to Broover, it's a bit annoying, but we can work with it. We could potentially try and save our Zoltan's Company for round 3 and go for Zoltan's Company, draw Broover. It shouldn't be too bad. We'll have 7 cards in our deck with 3 draws and 2 redraws. Really good chance of getting Broover around 3, so I'm not too concerned. Looks like he's setting up for a Salamander with spraying the poisons out. Either that or he doesn't care too much about poisoning Zoltan. I wouldn't care too much about it either, honestly. And he does have his Conjurer's Candle. Svala, that's a big play. He's even his King of Beggars out too. Yes, he is. Alright, so he's trying to keep up a little bit. And he is keeping up. We do have a reset, which we could use. Let's go for Justice here. I think it'll be nice onto one of our Mahakam guards. I feel like a 7 or more like an 8, right? Okay, it's a 9. I'm great at counting. Just guessing. Wasn't actually counting. So we pull ahead by 14. It is a nice play. And he's going to have to start spending coins here if he wants to keep up. Hopefully he gets a lot of points on one card and we can reset it. It's not too bad. Barclay looking nice. I really want to hold on to Zoltan's Company for round 3. Otherwise we get 5 more points by playing it before Barclay. But I think I want to save it. Because if he has Roland and such, I don't think we can actually win the round. It depends. If we can kill Roland, then maybe. But I really want to hold on to that Zoltan's Company for round 3. I don't want to go all in here. Just because he does have that Salamander and the Roland combo. And he's going to have last say. Even though he won that round, he'll have last say this round, which means we can't Spores the Roland. So we do lose out on 5 points here. So I played that ahead of our Zoltan's Company. But really we're just trying to force out the Salamander or the Roland. Okay, good. We got rid of the Roland. I think we can actually kill that with the Aerondight and make it harder for him to win the round. This is a nice tempo play. Pressure here. If he has a Squirrel, he'll go down a card. If he plays it, well, he'll lose his last say. There's a transfer of poisons. Okay, now we pass. We have a card advantage round 3. He can't Squirrel our Aerondight without using his leader ability, so we'll get the Aerondight back. Also, not really sure he's running the Squirrel in the first place, so this is looking pretty good. Got rid of the Roland as we wanted. Very low chance he's running Renew on the Roland, although it is technically a possibility. I don't think he played a Junior this game. Let's see what he goes with. I don't think he played an Ornamency either, so we're looking pretty good. Although deciding to make me a little suspicious that it could be a Squirrel. Nope, just Salamander Hideout. That's fine. That is fine. And even if he does have Renew Salamander, we do have the Spores. I don't think he's going to renew the Roland, though, so most will have the Poisons. We should be good here. Aerondight. Broover. Okay, we've got the Broover combo here. Let's look for... I don't think we want the Spores, I don't think we want Squirrel. Okay, we can work with this hand. Looking real good here. Tax Collector. Like, we could hit the Tax Collector, but I think we just want to set up the Zoltan's Company and the Broover. Like, we could have played the Dwarf here, the 1 damage guy, but I'd like to set this up instead. And he knows we have Aerondight, but our Aerondight's going to be like a 17 or something by the time we play it. Like a 15, something really big. So it'll be good value. Okay, what's he going to make? Tide Plunder. Oh, that's a 4-person fee card now. I didn't even think of that. I might have to consider that for my deck. Huh. That's good to know. Do we go Broover or do we go... Let's go with this guy. He has the option to actually just kill this failed experiment, which will make it harder for him to poison our Broover. Probably worth it. Hopefully he transfers the poisons before we go with our Broover, and it's hard for him to kill the Broover, and maybe he lives a turn. I don't think he will, but it's possible. We're in a really good spot here. Mutagens. He only has 1 Salamander. That's nice. So we'll kill this. He still has a poison transfer from the hideout, so we can kill us in 1 turn, but we'll just go with the Broover. I think we've got too much points, or too many points here for him. I'm really not sure how he'll win this. He's going to transfer the poison. There's the Salamander. Does kill Broover. We have a leader ability, like a 16-point Aerondight and a guard left, but we don't need any of them. And he's going to concede. GG. That's a really good first game, kind of showing off what the deck can do. Let's go up against this guy, Bat 420. Nice name. And he's going to be playing a Stockpile Siege deck. This is probably the standard one with Mutagenerator. It's a little bit annoying to run into, but we do have a lot of armor to absorb damage from stuff round 1, and a very strong round 1 of our own. So I suspect we'll have a pretty decent matchup. Wow, sorry about that, guys. Someone is mowing the grass. Probably will get filtered out a bit, but sorry about that anyway. Gets through. People mowing their lawn with their massively loud lawnmowers. Oh, well. But yeah, so in this matchup, we want a strong round 1. We do want the Squirrel because we want to banish the Amphibious Assault he's going to play round 1. Just open here. And we're going first, which is really nice because it helps out with our Aerondight and tempo. Would have liked... Well, we do have Decree to access something. There's the Mutagenerator. So here's the thing. We can't commit too much this round, or else round 2 we won't have enough points to actually pressure him. So we have to do a balance of playing cards and holding on to him. We'll go this massive tempo play, though. It's 18 points. 17 points, I mean. It's a lot. So we have the Roach out with it as well. Really big. Triple Fid. And we're so far ahead, but he definitely has options to come up. I think we want the carryover from the Zoltan. So we're going to want to go carryover Zoltan. Knickers kind of messed our plan up a little bit. I was going to say we go carryover Zoltan, then double Mahakam guard melee for a lot of value. Knickers came to the melee row. It happens. A little bit annoying. So we'll just play the 1 guard unless he kills something. So let's go boost. Give another armor. That wasn't the card I meant to armor, but sure, whatever. I wanted to give it to the Berserker. Berserker's got enough armor, though. Play one of our guards. Quite a bit of value there. 10 for 4. We are up by 38, but remember, he's playing a heavy engine deck. And he always has the option to Hensel round 1. He won't do it, but it's possible. He probably won't, but if he does, it'd be annoying. I really want to hit something with Squirrel. Like, I really wanted to Squirrel the Amphibious Assault, which is kind of why we're still playing here. Let's go Barclay. We're going to end up with a short round 2 and 3, so his value is going to diminish quite a bit. And maybe we get to the point where we can pass on even here. Win on even, which would be really nice. We're up by 34, is it? Yeah, 34. Okay, he's going to pass now. I was going to say next turn we could just pass. Now, we committed a lot there to get that round win, so we really have to make something of that. I think we will. We just want to draw Zoltan's Company, really. Which is an argument, by the way, for Onermancy over the Decree, is that getting Aerondight and Zoltan's Companies are pretty important. We're a Peller. Okay, we do need access to Brewer, but we have Royal Decree. Put this guard back. Let's see. We could just open up. No, we don't want to Aerondight anything. So Squirrel anything yet. Really want to hit that Amphibious Assault. So we have 3 power cards left, really, right? We got Brewer, Zoltan Warrior, and Monroe. All very good. I think we will go with the Brewer. I don't think I get hit by this, but it'll have armor. Okay, so there's a bit of value here. And there is another one of these guys. So that's a 17-point play for him. Pretty big. Let's Decree. And I think we want Brewer over Monroe. If we get Monroe and Zoltan Warrior in the same hand, that's good, pretty good too. And he's going to hit this with his Battering Ram, but we can reapply armor with our leader ability. It's not the most efficient thing, but as long as we're tanking the damage on Brewer, it's not too bad either. There's a Boiling Oil. He might... if he used the cooldown charge before that Boiling Oil, he could have killed Brewer. I think that was probably worth it. Because the Battering Ram he could use 1 cooldown on and it hit the tallest unit again, which would be Brewer, and then the Boiling Oil could have finished him off. Probably would have been worth it for him, honestly. But maybe he's saving all the leader charges. Again, though, we're not taking too much damage here because we're getting a lot on armor. And we can't re-armor Brewer, but we're already up a lot, which is good. And we do have the melee guy. Dwarf Berserker. Not Berserker, the other one. So he's probably going to try and kill off our Brewer. That's fine. We have a big play from Aerondight. Let's kill off... Hopefully kill this off with a 1 damage ping. You know, sometimes we get bad RNG. That was not one of those times. Not sure if it makes much of a difference, but it's nice that it happened. That's for sure. Really, I would have expected him to play range. Let's get rid of the crew on that. And then we'll go with our Scoundrel. Scoundrel is actually a really nice play here. And generally, if you've got a row of units, Scoundrel is actually pretty good. It plays for 13, worth 9. Or 8, rather. It's quite nice. We're up by 24. He still has Hensel, and he still has Siege. I really want to force those out because I don't want to go up against those round 3. Okay, that doesn't do much. We have a lot of armor. He's being really greedy in the Henselt Siege here. He's just refusing to play him. Let's get rid of the Amphibious Assault. He has to play one of them now, or else he's going to have... He has to play one of them now, or he risks like starting to lose the game. Alright, he's being really greedy. Let's see if we can punish him. This Aerondight's going to do a lot of work. He's being so greedy with these guys. Let's kill this. Like, if he's holding a siege, you can't even activate it anymore. And then he might not get enough points unless he has Siege Henselt, and then we bled them both out by him being greedy and holding on to him. There's Siege. If his last card is Henselt, we're going to be really happy. If it's not Henselt, I think he lost the game. I think he was too greedy with this. Oh, it's just a maxi. You can't even trigger the siege once. Yeah, he was too greedy. GG. See what we have in this game. Moose Milk. Interesting name. So, he's playing Precision Strike. I'm pretty sure that it's going to be Precision Strike Quad Waylay with some of the dwarf stuff. So, we like Zoltan, Warrior, and Monroe, and maybe Company. I think that deck is generally better than the one we're running. But I don't like it, so that's why we're here. I think it's probably overall a stronger deck. But we'll see what we can do against it. Key thing here is he's going to be running the Quad Waylay Simlaws. The weakness of... we have to exploit the weakness of that, and that's the lack of consistency. Once you shuffle in the Waylays, your deck gets significantly worse, and maybe you don't get your Simlaws. So what we want to try and do here, I think, is squirrel his Ownermancy. He's going to run Ownermancy. So if we squirrel the Ownermancy, and that's our best chance of him having like a poor draw or not getting his Simloss at all, I think that's our best shot. So that's what we're going to try and do, is squirrel and... Okay, you know, he makes it so easy. He's already done it. We're going to squirrel that. The question is, do we do it right now or not? I don't think so. Hopefully he boosts the Lady in the Lake with the Tactile Vanish if we just open with Zoltan Warrior. That's really what I'd like to do.
The Scoia'tael must the woods abandon. Join us instead and defend the valley.
No, he's going to go to 12 on that. That's annoying. Let's go Chariot first then. Our Aerondight's going to slowly get weaker here. But I don't want... I kind of want the double spawn off of the Zoltan Warrior. Because he's going to have Zoltan Warrior too. And then he's going to have Monroe, and he's going to have a lot of points that way. And we don't have our Monroe, which is annoying. He's going to kill off one guy. It's fine. What do we want to play? Our Aerondight gets weaker every turn we don't boost it, which is annoying. We could go with a Berserker. Let's just go Justice. We haven't played our Volunteers yet. This will get us a lot of points. We have Roach here coming out. We'll get ahead, and this will be good for our Aerondight. Kind of keep up on tempo a bit. He's going to kill us here with a Waylay for sure. There it is. Getting those extra spawns is very annoying. It might be time to play Zoltan Warrior soon. Or we could just squirrel that now. It doesn't get us ahead though. Kind of want to stay ahead. I think it's time for the Zoltan Warrior. We'll blast one of these guys and hit him. Get us a spawn. A little bit of engine value ticking. And we want enough tempo that we can drop the squirrel on the Ownermancy. If he doesn't have the Ownermancy for round 2 to get his Simloss, he has a pretty... He's a decent chance of having drawn at round 1, like 40%, I think is the chance if you draw at round 1. But if he doesn't have it in his round 1 hand, and he shuffles back in all of the Waylays, there's a pretty good chance his hand gets messed up. Like he doesn't have the right number of Waylays or something. So he's going to go leader on us. He's going to kill off our Zoltan Warrior. He has a lot of tempo here, which is very annoying. But we could make an argument to go Brewer and Monroe. I think we'll get one of them. Now let's go Monroe. I think the armor's going to be better because he might have a Heatwave or something for our Brewer. I'm not sure if they run tall removal. But the Monroe I like because we can have armor on our guys. Okay, so he's going to play Zone Monroe probably. And his Monroe's going to be better throw out another Berserker. Knickers coming out is really nice because it gives extra boost on our Aerondight. Doing some good thinning here, that's for sure. I do quite like the amount of thinning we have in the deck. The Justice on Volunteers is a thinning of 2, and then we've got the Roach Knickers 4 and Decree Thins 1, so 5. It's a pretty good amount. See, we have Aerondight, Groover, we've got Barclay left. Okay, there's his own Zoltan Warrior. He's making his rows pretty full here. Hitting the armor on our guys is basically the same as the armor getting full value, so I don't really care too much. Let's take the opportunity here to squirrel. Get rid of this owner man seat. We don't have to win on even, but if we can get him to pass, that'd be nice. And if he goes into his own Monroe, we can't win the round anymore, so I want to squirrel before that happens. Alright, he's going to go with that. That's fine. We still have a shot here. Could guard or Berserker. I think we're going to play the Berserker. Can Berserker Barclay... Or we don't have Barclay. We can Berserker guard. Some pretty decent value. Maybe he doesn't have Monroe or something. No, he does. He had a really good hand here then. He had Vanadane. He had Monroe. He had Zoltan Warrior. He had the Lady in the Lake. I'm sure he's glad with this hand he had. So we can't take this round anymore, which is really annoying. But we'll see what we can do here. Our Aerondight's going to be really small, which is unfortunate. There's not much we can do about it, though. And the quad Waylays are a problem. But, like I said, our best shot of this whole game in general is that we can, after banishing the Ownermancy with the squirrels, that he doesn't get his sim loss. Ooh, Spores is not a good draw here. Not a good draw at all. It's going to make this round really awkward. The other thing that's annoying is this guy's going to have Ornate Sensor. There's not much we can do about that, though, which is why it's annoying. Let's hit this. Let's see if he just passes. I kind of hope he just passes. But we don't want to play Broover, we don't want to play Barclay, we don't want to play Zoltan Scoundrel, so our choices here are like Guard, Spores, and this guy. So we're really hoping he doesn't want to play anything. Okay, that's annoying. Do we just play Guard? I guess so. We might have to Broover next. I don't really like that. I can Barclay, I guess. It's not looking good, we're gonna be honest here. Not looking good at all. We don't have a... The Spores draw is really messing us up here. I mean, do we do our own Zoltan Scoundrel and hit those two guys? I guess. Not super happy about this, although at least they're in a row, so Broover's 3 points a turn. If we decide to play him here. The thing is, if we go into Zoltan's Company next round, he's just gonna sim loss and then kill 4 of them with Waylays. So Zoltan's Company's not even a good setup anymore. He's deciding. Oh, he's gonna Waylay now. Okay, that's much more interesting. I don't know if... So we got a Waylay in his hand. Okay, good, good. He's got a Waylay in his hand. That's the problem with this Waylay decks, is the lack of consistency on these draws. So we're down by a lot. So Spores could reset for 2. I think we do this. And that's it. Because we're going to need to re-armor Broover with our leader, I think. So this will give armor to the one guy. And then I think we re-armor Broover with leader here. Otherwise, the armor ticking down means we lose. But he has no Waylays. Okay, that's good. He has no Waylay combo. He doesn't have provisions for the scenario, so actually maybe we can win this. Maybe. It's gonna be a close one. Spores. Really rather have any of those than spores. Aerondight's only a 5. It's not great. It'll be a little bit bigger by the time we play it. Let's go with this chariot. Yeah, that card's really annoying here. I guess we go with the guard. Or actually, I think we want to kill this. I think we do want to kill this. If we kill it now, if we don't kill it now, we won't have a second dwarf for our Zoltan. Because guard won't do anything to protect that other token. We're kind of playing into Ornate Censor, but we don't have a choice. I really wanted the tokens to live, but then he killed them. Maybe he's not running Ornate Censor, though. It did get nerfed. I'm not sure how popular it is now. If we lose, it's probably going to be to Ornate Censor. I don't think he has provisions for anything else really left. I'll be a little annoyed if that's what it is. What else would it be? You know, they don't run Aerondight. He's played Monroe. He's played Zoltan Warrior. He's played Zoltan Scoundrel. Hit us here. Let's boost. We could have a Heat Wave. That might be a card he's running, in which case we have a... We also lose. It's going to be close here. If he has a bronze 5 or something, we're fine. He's got a gold card if we lose. I don't think he has... Okay. Yeah, it's the Ornate Censor. Not surprising. GG. This game will be up against Reckless Flurry. So Reckless Flurry. I think there's two choices here. Either it's still Golden Necker, which I haven't seen very much of, or you run Aerondight and don't run Golden Necker, which is probably what it is. Which means we really want a lot of round 1 tempo to try and match that, so his Aerondight doesn't get too big and ours does. So really here, we're going to both end up committing a lot to round 1, is my guess, because I think it's going to be an Aerondight deck. That's what most of these seem to be. Should be kind of interesting here. We have the Zoltan's Company, which I don't want to use. We do have the Monroe. Without Company, though, we don't have a lot of ways to spawn. Oh, no, we have a Chariot. Chariot could work quite nicely. So he is this a Golden Necker one? I guess this is a common card you see anyway. No Coral's a good start for us though. It's a good start. Kind of curious to see what he wants to do here. He is ahead, by the way, still. So we needed a dwarf. Next turn is going to be the Novradian Justice for 17 because we're going to our Roach out. Obviously, this Knickers in our hand is really annoying, but not much we can do about it. Let's see if he discards like a Morgvarg or something. Second Skirmisher. He doesn't have a second summon. Okay, he's going to have the Morgvarg. Second summon back. Get a lot of tempo. A lot of tempo here. Do we go Monroe or do we go Justice? I think we go Monroe. The Roach out. They're both good options, but I think we'll end up playing both this round. If we're going to play both this round, it's better to have the Berserkers ticking sooner rather than later. The logic here. Justice into the volunteers for a bunch of points. And now we're the ones ahead. It's quite nice to see, and we can get some carryover potentially from these Zoltan Shive. You know, we got Mahakam Guard for some good value coming up. And we have these spores for the Sporkvarg. Once the vitality finishes ticking, they'll reset for 8. We've got some decent plays this round for sure. Although, that all being said, we have committed a 10 provision card and a 12. Well, he hasn't committed anything really of high provisions yet, so he might pass thinking he's up on provisions, which he would be. And then we won't get to play our Zoltan this round, which would be a little annoying, but whatever. Darren, if you know more Kvargs, is probably just going to be sending, like, a bad card. Yeah. Oh, maybe it is it Golden Necker? I think it's 10s. Could still be a Golden Necker deck. Have to keep that in mind. Be a big tempo play if he did do it. Okay, well, at least we can play our Zoltan. There's no reason not to play him here. We'll go into the Chariot. Would rather we didn't ping that Morkvarg, but not much we can do about it. He might go for some leader charges in Junod and hope to kill our Zoltan here. That's a possibility. Aerondight coming through. Okay, that's an interesting one. Early Aerondight, we're ahead. Let's go with this guard. And let's get more ahead. It's like playing StarCraft, when ahead to get more ahead. Usually it's not the role, that's usually not the way in Gwent. If you get ahead and get more ahead, you're wasting extra points, but at least the StarCraft mentality real quick. And that's good. We've got the lead here. His Aerondight was what, a 3? Or a 4, something like that? Small. And now we're going first round 3. We can keep it small. So that's good. We'll have Knickers for tempo play. Yeah. So it's looking real good. Oh, we didn't actually pass yet. Hold on a second. We're going to pass. I'm just thinking. Went on even here. Yeah, this is looking good. Looking good. Yeah, his Aerondight's a 4. So if we can keep that really small, that's good for us. I know, that's an amazing insight that none of you could have had. Just kidding. That's the most generic thing ever. We'll put Knickers back. No surprise there. Spores, I don't think there's anything tall, so we'll put that back too. No, oh no, we have Brewer. We have Brewer, Zoltan, Warrior. This is a really strong round 2 hand. I'm thinking we can 2-0 him. We got to be careful about Junod and what he hits with his leader ability. So let's start with this. We want to get a bunch of guys out. Knicker coming to the right row. That's quite nice. Doesn't really matter. We don't have like that much row value. But it would be annoying if we went melee because we couldn't Zoltan's Company melee to get 8 dwarves and play Brewer. Although the reason I'm not super concerned if he went to the melee row is because some stuff's going to die, right? Like there's Coral. We can probably get out some of his leader charges though by playing the guy with the axe here. Well, that was an amazing statement. Yeah, if we play the Dwarven Skirmisher, we could potentially force some leader charges because he's going to want to leader charge this to ignore the armor and ping it with the 1 damage. So we can probably get him to play some leader charges here. That's nice. Have to see if they come with a great sword or not. There's a Scald. Let's see if he has the last skirmisher in his hand. Does not. Little annoying, he pinged that leader charge here. Skirmisher. Oh, it lived. That's what unlucky for him. Oh, it lived again. Oh, please use your last leader charge and miss. It'd be so funny. Okay. Well, that was some luck there. The last leader charge should have really guaranteed there if he used it that he'd kill it, because only 4 units, and he only hit one of them. There's only one that's not getting hit. Oh, that's really funny. Nice. This Berserker... Oh, wow. I was too busy laughing to play the Berserker on the correct route. It should have been ranged. If it was ranged, we could play Company Melee and then Brewer Melee, but I was too busy laughing at that RNG on the Reckless Flurry. It happens, guys. Okay, he fixed it for us. Fixed it. Perfect. Very nice. Is it time for the company? I don't think we need to save it for round 3. I think we can do it here. Definitely time for Brewer. We'll get a bunch of value from this.
Nothing like a dwarf to get you out of that.
And he's going to have to kill him, or else run into a lot of trouble. His Aerondight should still be at 4, so that won't cut it. Actually, maybe he got a point earlier in the round. No, because I think with the carry, I think his Aerondight's still a 4. The Nars is really big. There's a heat wave. We mentioned that earlier. Not too bad. We can go into our Scoundrel here. That's good still. That'll play for quite a bit. It means he also can't Junod without leader ability, because unless he wants to do it on Knickers for 1 point. Because our Zoltan got healed up from 3 to 4. That's good. It just saves 2 points, but he hasn't played the Junod yet, so it's worth mentioning. That is really unfortunate if his last card's Junod. Because now he can't hit anything. I'm going to seize it with Muzzle. And boost with Froth. That's fine. We'll go with our Zoltan Warrior here. He'll get a lot of value, and I don't think he's going to have enough points. Because he has a 4-point Aerondight. If it's in his hand, which it probably is. And he's got one more card, which might be Magic Compass. If I had to guess. And we should be set to win this game then. Got 11. Another point on Warrior. And then 5 points on Leader. Yeah, there's the 4-point. Maybe that's 5 there. And he's going to DC on us. Well, as you can kind of see here, deck's pretty good. That round 1 tempo we have is useful for so much stuff, not just punishing other Aerondight players, but it's also just really good for getting round control, and that's something that helps a lot against decks. If you have a deck that can't beat something, say like you can't beat Sigvald round 3 with Not the Callous and such, if you have a deck with a lot of round 1 tempo, and it lets you force it out early, which is why I value round 1 tempo stuff so much, not just for Aerondight. It really helps you play against things you would otherwise have trouble beating if you have the tempo round 1. That's why Roach and Knickers are so good. Now any time here, we'll get our win, go on to the last game. I think it'll be the last game after this. Yeah, GG. Yeah, this will be the last one. We're going up against cheap hacks. Okay, so probably the meta off the book stack It'll be interesting to test our deck against theirs. I don't think we'll have too much trouble necessarily. Do have to watch out for Philippa. And the Junior could be a problem if we go with our Zoltan's Company, right? Because he can just use the fee on him to kill all the Zoltan, not all the Zoltans, all of the rowdy dwarves, which is annoying. So we have to be mindful of that. Other than that, though, we should be fine. Do want to get some tempo here. Probably just Dwarf Berserker. He gets us ahead, because this guy's a low tempo card, but he's going to get some engine value out of that. As far as the cards in our hand, we don't have any of our big tempo plays. We have Decree for one of them. So like I said, Junior's a problem. Do want to kill him. Let's play Berserker again. We can just kind of avoid playing our Zoltan's Company. We go for round 2 or 3, that's fine. Pretty standard stuff from him here. If he Philippa's our Zoltan Chive, it's actually not that bad. Hold on a second. Yeah, if he's Philippa, that transform's good for him now, though. If he does go for the Philippa, it means the Philippa's gone, and he can't take Broover, and you might not have an answer to Broover. So we could then Purify with Peller. So this is actually not bad. If we can, we don't want to boost the guy who's a 1 to 3 because it's a good fee target. Get our Roach out. But yeah, if we can get him to seize that and then Purify it, it means you remove the Philippa threat, which is good. So there's the Philippa, like I said. That's fine, because now we can remove the threat of Philippa. We don't have to worry about Broover as much. Because with Zoltan, or with Junior and Philippa gone, he probably doesn't have a great way to deal with our Broover. So we'll hit here, and hit here, and get some more power going. That's a very convenient ping. We've had some very good pings this video. Really nice that that's gone. Okay, so Scoundrel, let's see what he takes. He's not going to see any of our bronze version or bronze tech cards, by the way, because they're both one-ofs, so he doesn't know we have a Peller or a Squirrel. Like, if we're running 2 Pellers, he might think about Peller. We had 2 Squirrels, he might think about Squirrel, but since we don't have either in our deck, he still doesn't know about them. That's a nice guard for some good value. And then we'll go Peller. I think he'll play one more card. Yeah. That's nice. We Purify now. No, we wait a turn to Purify. Let's do this. Nice row boost. He's doing something here. I don't think he's going to pass this easily. If he does, it's fine, right? We don't really care about 4 points of carryover. I guess nice for him, but I'm not super concerned if it happens. Okay, he's going to go for a card. Conjurer's Candle. Over profits by 3. That's good. I'm going to start boosting. He's just going to store a whole bunch of points inside the champion. That's interesting. We're definitely playing the Peller then. Like, we don't have to play very much to get ahead here. And he's probably doing... Oh, this Possession Penance. Wait, he doesn't have any tokens. Yeah, he's just minus 10. Ow. I mean, we could pass, but I really want round control, so let's just Squirrel, like, Junior or something. Just in case. We don't want him taking this round. Like, I'm fine winning on even. We don't have to, we could go up 2 cards and let him win. I'd rather just win on even. More release for a destroy. Like I said, I think I'd rather just win on even. So we will play the Zoltan's Company. I'd just rather win on even. Have round control. We do have an Aerondight, which is going to be really big, and he has no leader charges left, which is unusual to see round 2 from these off-the-books decks. I think we're going to go for a round 2 push. Not with that card, though. Maybe we still do. Do we? Monroe. It's not good this round. Okay, Aerondight. Is that a 9? This is going to be some of the least impactful high version cards you're ever going to see, but we're going to push with Monroe Broover and no other dwarves. Because I think we can do it. Which is why. Like, we want to force out Svala and stuff. I think we can just 2-0 him. I might be being too greedy here, but I don't see how he's going to have enough coins for his Svala. And then King of Beggars won't come out. Yeah, he can't Svala tribute. And we have, like, 17 more points. Plus, we can do this. Brewer will boost himself by 1 more. I think we... Yeah, we shouldn't... He shouldn't be able to get enough points to win this. He shouldn't be able to get enough points here. There's no way he's running Ornate Sensor. So, we should be fine in that case. He's gonna hit us here, and he shouldn't have enough points. Yeah, GG. So that's Dwarves, guys. Not too different from the last time I showcased the deck, but it really is a good deck, I think, and it's a fun one to ladder with. Usually when I want to get some ranks up in Scoia'tael, go with Dwarves. It's not too difficult to play, but it has good flexibility, has good round of 1 pressure, and it's kind of neat because it's a deck with flexibility, not because of like damage cards and such. It has flexibility because of how you apply your pressure. Like, you've good tempo plays, you've got good engine plays, you've got a mix of stuff you can use, which is why I like it so much. Now, as far as changes, I really like this version here. I might change maybe the spores for second Peller, something like that, but not something big. But what you could do, which is all mentioned here, I like this version, but what you could do is you want to lean more into the armor stuff with Dennis and the Marauders and Yarpin. What you could do is cut the Aerondight, cut the Roach, cut the Knickers, like this. And then you'd put in something like, you'd go like Dennis, and then you'd go Marauders, potentially. And you got lots of provisions for the cards that give armor. So you could do something like this. Now, what I did do before, which I think was fun, is you have living armor. Because Dennis and Marauder don't require the unit to be a dwarf. So if you have living armor, you could do a lot of fun stuff with like 15-point or 14-point Marauders. It's really fun. I don't think it's the greatest, but it is fun. And if you want to add more armor, the Armory is not a bad option either. If you want to go for big armor plays, you could do that. And it's pretty fun overall. I think you could do that. It's neat. You could also, if you're doing this, bump the Decree up to an Ownermancy. You could do that as well. I think you'd want the consistency from that. Maybe you just run the 1 Marauder. Something like this could be fun. But yeah, I like the version I was running there. And if you guys like something else, if you guys like Dwarves, try it out. It's pretty fun. It works out quite well. I usually have a pretty high win rate when I switch to this deck. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed. That'll be it for this one, guys. Hope you enjoyed. We'll see you next time. Make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel for more. And you can check out some more videos over here. And thanks for watching.